Hi, it's Kat, and lately I've been mostly that bitch kitty, which is the name I've given my brain injury, um, post concussion syndrome, and I'm making this video about my experience using a new migraine treatment because I noticed there wasn't anything, at least nothing that I could find today, quite like what I wanted. So this is about Ajovy, um, and this is what the box looks like. Um, and I got 3 of these delivered to me from my from a pharmacy um, at no cost, and I'm not sure how that happened. I'm pretty certain that the pharmaceutical company is um, offering me a free trial, which they're doing for a lot of people. And I know the other drug that came out in the same class before this, Aimovig, also has a free trial program. So I have Ajovy, like I said, it comes refrigerated. You store it in the fridge. And I am taking it out of the box. You get this syringe, and once you take it out of the fridge, you have to inject it within 24 hours. Comes with a packet of information. I have some trouble reading since my injury. Now I wear sometimes reading glasses, and I turned the lights on, the overhead lights on, so you guys could see me. I'm going to inject the drug for the first time, and I was looking for a video showing people doing that, and I couldn't find one, so I'm making one. So I watched a video about how to inject the drug and looked at the instructions as best I could. And then I watched several videos, a couple from doctors who eased my fears about this, because it's not actually a drug per se, it's a treatment. It's antibodies, synthetic peptides that attack the proteins. I'll link the videos I watched below because I have a memory problem, but what I watched made me feel much more comfortable trying this drug. It doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier, so it appears, and it doesn't have a negative impact on your organs like liver, kidneys, so heart. It simply stops the protein that's recepted by something in your brain, received by some receptor in your brain, whereas the Aimovig stops the receptor from receiving the protein. So I feel a little more comfortable understanding more about it, and I'm going to go ahead and inject this drug. So choose an injection area from the following areas. You can inject in your stomach, avoiding the navel, your upper tops of your thighs, or the backs of your arms. I'm going to do my thighs because I feel that's the least sensitive, and you're not supposed to inject in the same place time after time. So let's see. I'm going to just choose a place right here by these moles here. And I previously soaked this swab in alcohol, so I'm going to just set that aside, and then I'm supposed to let that dry. So, by the way, you've probably noticed I'm doing this from bed, where unfortunately I spend a lot of my time lately. I have a migraine now, though it's not as severe as it has been. That's part of the reason I need these glasses when I have the overhead lights. But also my brain injury makes me more sensitive to lighting anyway. So back to this. So I cleaned the injection site. Wait 10 seconds. I'm doing the once monthly dose with Ajovy. There's also, you can inject all 3 at once every 3 months, or you can inject them once monthly. I'm going to go with once monthly. I believe the studies showed it slightly more effective in reducing migraine days for both chronic and episodic migraine. Okay. Oh, and you have to have had the medication out of the fridge at least 30 minutes. So, and I have. So pick up the body of the pre-filled syringe with one hand. Pull the needle cap straight off with your other hand. Do not twist. Throw away the needle cap. Where did I put it, guys? So here it is. Okay. So I've picked it up. Oh, by the body. Pull the cap straight off. Throw away the needle cap, which I don't understand what's this thing about throwing it away. Is it so people don't think it's unused? Probably. If you recap it, I don't know. Throw away. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use another swab because I've been leaning on this. Okay. Do not pull the needle cap back. Okay. Do not put the needle cap back on the pre-filled syringe. Okay. You know what? There were several steps before this too about inspecting the syringe and such. But if you get Ajovy or Ajovy or whatever it's called, you should also read the instructions. I'm not the best with reading or comprehension lately, so please read it yourself and ask your doctor if you have questions. Use your free hand to gently pinch up at least 1 inch of the skin you have cleaned. And I washed my hands before I did this. That is probably important too. Insert the needle into the pinched skin. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm pinching up at least 1 inch of the skin. Okay, I'm doing that. Insert the needle into the pinched skin at a 45 to 90 degree angle. Okay, so that would be on a slant or even across. Rather, no. That would be up and down or at a slant. Okay, got it. Whoops. I accidentally tapped this a little bit and a little droplet fell on my skin. So I'm not going to inject right where that is, but insert the needle into the pinched skin. Okay, I'm scared. Oh, not so bad, not so bad. Okay, when the needle is all the way, use your thumb to push the plunger. Push the plunger slowly all the way down as far as it will go to inject all of the medicine. Okay, this stings a little actually. And I have, okay, this is weird. I have bubbles, maybe. Okay, well, pushed it all the way down. After you've injected all of the medicine, pull the needle straight out. Do not recap. Okay, for now I'm going to stick it needle side in the box just so I don't hurt myself. And use a clean, dry cotton ball or gauze. Gently press on the injection site for a few seconds. All right, I did that. Dispose of your pre-filled syringe right away. So I'm supposed to put it in a sharps disposal container right away. The pharmacy did not bring me one. And I guess maybe I was supposed to ask or obtain one myself. I just didn't think that far ahead. And now that I feel more comfortable trying this treatment, I wanted to take it right away. If a doctor had taken the time to explain to me what I learned from those YouTube videos, or if I had found those videos sooner, I would have done this a month ago when I first got them delivered. Anyway, I want to show you there's no real blood or anything. There hasn't been any blood. I don't know. Did you see that? There is some, like, there are a few very slight, like, bubbles or pockets. There's nothing painful, but it's like raised up. I don't know. And I saw it happening as I was injecting. I wish I could have shown you better. But it's super tiny and faint, and I don't know. I'm thinking it will just go down. And if there is something wrong, I'm thinking maybe I did something wrong. But I don't know. I think it's going to be okay. And I'll just make sure I did everything I was supposed to do. Injection complete. I'm done. So I'm going to have to dispose of this needle properly. I'm going to have to probably go in the morning to get a sharps container. I've never really needed that in the past, so I'm really hopeful about this treatment after having learned more about it, like I said, and I'm going to just see how it goes over the next few days or so. Apparently, people experience improvement in in less than a week often, and even migraine, even chronic migraineurs often, I think like 40 or so experienced a 50%, 50 or more, 50% or more reduction in their migraines. So, sorry, my speech is a little rough right now. I've been doing really well with it though. The last few weeks gets worse when I'm tired or having a lot of pain, and it's been a rough few days now. I think that's I think I've fulfilled my purpose in making this video for now. I may have forgotten things, but I'm just going to take another look at my leg. Okay, so there are, let's see how, there are some bubbles, sort of, is the way I want to describe them. Can you, I don't know if you can see that at all, because I'm using my laptop. I don't know if you can even see this. They're really slight, like a cluster maybe of really small, slight bubbles. So, you know what? Let me ask Google. Bubbles at injection site with Ajovy. Let's see if anything comes up. I searched my contacts instead of Google. Okay, guys, sorry. Bubbles at injection site with Ajovy. Okay, so nothing is coming up right away except bubbles in the medication, and they, you know, like in the syringe, and they say that's not a problem if there had been bubbles in that, but I don't see anything about reaction at injection site that looks like bubbles. Ajovy injection site reaction. Let's just see what the general injection site reactions are. A long time ago, I used injectable image checks, and after a while, I started having reactions at the injection site, but that wasn't like this. That was sort of painful, I think. This doesn't hurt at all. I'm not going to really poke it too much, but it feels like there's tiny pockets of fluid, like some of that got injected right under my skin. I think I somehow injected it a little incorrectly. So I'm going to look into this, and hopefully. The needle was all the way in when I started injecting, so I don't understand how it could have just bubbled under my skin like that, but it's definitely not enough that all of the medication is there. So some of it, at most of it, must have gotten into the meaty part of my thigh. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'll do a little more research, and if I learn anything interesting or important, I will come back and make a note or make a new video if it's super, if it's a big deal. But I hope this helps other people, and hopefully I'll be back to make another video later about how this is working out for me. I hope to hear from you too. Go ahead and leave comments if you wish, and good luck on your migraine journeys.